Hi, Pixie. Just getting stuff set up. Hi. Where's the stupid command for... I want to run pre-roll so people don't get bombarded by ads, so... I need the command for... But we're gonna be running, we're gonna be playing some Pokémon today. Wait a minute, you're at work. Wait a minute. You slacking at work. Don't worry, secret safe with me. Shh. Okay, this button, right. I hate this freaking thing. There we go. That's a minute and a half, so it shouldn't be that bad. That way I can also, make sure that everything's running properly. But, so today we're gonna be doing... Today we're gonna be doing... We're gonna be doing a Pokemon... Well, I can't really call it a ROM hack because... I can't really call it a ROM hack because it doesn't really change the story or anything. And it doesn't change the Pokemon available or anything. I almost want to call it more like a balance patch. Yeah, let's call it a balance patch. So there we are. So, it's a... So there is a creator who does a lot of stuff where they, I'm not good at this, hang on. There's a reason I wrote all of it down, I think. I don't know where it went. Oh no. So there's a creator called, Rory the Fiend. He does a lot of general Pokemon content, and he also does a lot of stuff where he rebalances or makes the games harder by fixing arguably a lot of the boss trainers in earlier games and current games. They are not actually very well, the games are just easy, and half the time they don't even give later gym leaders more than like 4 Pokemon. They don't... Sometimes they'll have moves where they'll not even have a full move set. Or in the case of Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum fixes this a little bit, but in Diamond and Pearl, the Pokedex was so... The regional Pokedex was so bad that there were some trainers that... Okay, so we have a fire type Elite Four member. There were 2 fire types that he had on his team of like 5 Pokemon. He had the Infernape, he had the Rapidash, and then they proceeded to give him, and I quote, a Lopunny, a Steelix, and a Drifblim. fire type trainer. So basically, I guess what I'm trying to get at is we're going to be playing a basically a balance patch where they make the gym leaders and the rivals. They make the rival, the gym leaders, the Team Galactic fights, and the Pokemon League harder because they actually give them functional teams. Rory gave them actual teams. So I'm gonna shut up and stop trying to explain everything, and we're gonna start this dumpster fire. An easy way. We're playing Rory's Platinum. Well done for patching a ROM. Yeah, I figured out what was wrong with my ROM earlier when I did it. I was trying to patch the 1.0 ROM. I have a 1.0 and a 1.1. It needed the 1.1 revision. But anyways, we gonna play Pokemon. I just hope that I don't bore people too much with it. Oh shoot, and I also forgot. So we're also Nuzlocking this. So we're also Nuzlocking this, and the way that a Nuzlocke works is you catch the first encounter on a route. Dupe's Clause is in effect, so if I say that I caught a Bidoof on one route already, I cannot, if I encounter another Bidoof on a different route, I cannot catch that Bidoof, and I get to reroll the encounter. So it's got Species Clause, otherwise known as Dupe's Clause. Pokemon that faint in battle have to go in the box and cannot be used for the rest of the game. They died. And I'm going to be leveling to the vanilla platinum gym leader levels. Like, I'm going to match those for each gym because I don't know. Obviously, this is a hard mode. I don't know if I don't recall if he gave the Pokemon EVs or not. I know he gave the Pokemon items and stuff. And I think the levels might have took a jump, but I don't know because we don't have a pastebin or a text document with all of the changes. We have the videos that he made on it to cover that. Actually, while I'm here, I should probably link the channel, the hack creator's channel before I forget to, because he did all the work. He made the thing. So where the frickin', there it is. So that is the link to the creator of the Balance Patches channel. He does really neat stuff, and he fixed Kalos. That might not mean a lot to some people that don't know a lot about Pokemon, but to Pokemon nerds, he fixed Kalos. It was fucking great. It was fucking great. It was great. It was very great. But let's get this started. And we will name... It doesn't all fit, so we'll just go with... We'll just go with Psy, and then, because this is going up on the red channel, I have to be responsible and not name him any swear words. So his name is Barry. I wanted to call him Dipshit, but his name is Barry. Actually, I'm almost afraid to know how he rebalanced Barry, cause let me read the post. Let me read the post verbatim, or the first part. So the Pokemon Platinum Hard Mode ROM is out now. It includes all the changes to the gym leaders in Elite Four that were in the Fixing Sinnoh videos, as well as increasing the difficulty of rival battles and Team Galactic. He does not specify what he changed for rival battles and Team Galactic. However, the documentation for the gym leaders and the Elite Four are the videos on his channel. Whee! Alright. And I'm more of a Pokemon Diamond and Pearl person. Like, I have played through Platinum before. I may be a little bit rusty. But not too rusty. Like, it's the same general idea. They just change a couple of we'll use this one today. They change a couple of gyms around, like gym designs. Like they changed the second gym, so it's no longer the tree maze. And most importantly, we no longer have to do math in Fantina's gym. We no longer have to do math. So there's we're gonna be getting it in a little bit, but because the bottom screen, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum had the Pokétch, which is kind of the Pokemon Watch. It was kind of like an Apple Watch, but like in 2006. And it had a built-in calculator feature. It still has a built-in calculator feature. And in Diamond and Pearl, they used that calculator in a gym. People didn't like it. It was changed. I'm doing pretty okay, Pixie. What are you getting into? Having fun at work? Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see. I do have to pick which starter I'm gonna grab, and since we're operating under... Oh, not fun day. Is it a two people-y day, or is it a stupid people day? Or is it a stupid people asking stupid questions kind of day? I offer my condolences, and where is it? And I offer an emotional support bingus. It should have arrived. I offer an emotional support bingus, and I hope your day gets better. Well, I know it'll get better once you get out of work. Alright, old guy, give me my... Alright, old guy, give me my monkey. Give me the monkey. Give me my monkey. Give me the monkey. We both get a Pokemon. I'm so sorry. I thought running pre-rolls would... I ran the pre-rolls and I thought it would help stop the ads. That's my bad. You didn't miss much. We're about to get the first Pokemon. We're about to get the first Pokemon. And I think I've already decided. Actually, no, this is platinum. I can, there's extra fire types that I can possibly get. So I don't necessarily have to take Chimchar. So... Right, I can't do that on mobile. I have to do that on... poll! Alright, so I'm gonna put the poll up for 2 minutes, and if anybody wants to vote, they can. We're voting on which starter Pokemon. Welcome to Gen 4, we have Penguin, Monkey, and Land Turtle. I like all of them equally, so it really shouldn't matter which one, and I can afford to leave it up to a poll and not have to take Monkey, because there's actual fire types in Platinum. Why there weren't in Diamond and Pearl, I will never know, but there are actual fire types in Platinum, so we shouldn't have to worry about it as bad. Because I think in Platinum I have access to... I know I've got access to the Gift Eevee, which I could potentially turn into a Flareon. Actually, I'd like to do that because Flareon's my favorite evolution. We have access to We have access to the Ponytail line, we've got access to Flareon, we've got access to Houndour, and then we've got access to... We've also got access to Magmar. We've got access to... Yeah, we've got access to Magmar. No Magmortar, unfortunately, but we do have access to Magmar. So if anybody wants to vote, okay. Well, since no votes, I will take the one that I like the most. We're taking Piplup because he's cute. What's up, Axel? What's up, dude? What's new? So we are playing, I'm just gonna call it a balance patch. We are playing a, Pokemon Platinum balance patch, which makes the rival fights, Team Galactic fights, the gym leaders, and the Elite Four members harder. I'm assuming it also makes Cynthia harder, but, we'll get to that. And we're also Nuzlocking it. We are also Nuzlocking it. And I need to pin it. So the creator of the balance patch slash ROM hack, his name's Rory, and that's his channel. That's the guy who made it. I figured the best way to test out a hard mode balance patch would be to, you know, Nuzlocke it, try and make it harder. Try to make it, we try to make it harder, that's what we're gonna do. So, let's take a peek at... We have the first rival fight, and... Don't jinx it. Please don't jinx it. Please don't jinx that we're gonna get a Bidoof immediately. We don't need one. We don't necessarily need one. We don't necessarily need one because we have this little guy. We have this little dude. Yeah, there's, yeah, so, I think it's Route 201. There should be... I thought there was only 3 on Route 201, because it's Starly, it's Bidoof, and then I think Cricketot's on there? Or are we talking about the next route up? Because the next route up has 4 on it. I know that for a fact. It has Starly, Bidoof, Shinx, and Cricketot on it. How do I know it has Cricketot on it? I've Nuzlocked it like 2 in the morning, and on official hardware, might I add. Today we're playing on we're playing on the overclocked DSi. We are playing on the overclocked DSi today. This is gonna... Come on. Oh my god, we're doing no... We're gonna do no damage because it got off all the, I mean, of course it's not Nintendo approved. We had to make it harder. We had to make the game harder. Nintendo's not gonna make a game hard and hurt their target audience. They increased the difficulty in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl and they broke everything else. And the sniper's joke isn't funny. My freaking window's open. I'm sure they'd have a really good line of sight. Thank you. I don't have to... Running shoes. Thank the Lord. Things about Sinnoh. It runs slow. With the running shoes, we run slightly faster. Also, let's take a peek-see. Oh, they tried to make the gym leaders harder, and then the Elite Four they actually gave IVs and EVs to. And then they broke it. Credit where credit is due, they tried. They tried. In Ilka's defense, in the company Ilka's defense, and you will not catch me defending the Diamond and Pearl remakes that much, they were originally brought on as a support studio, and then they were Game Freak and Nintendo went, surprise, fucker, you're developing the game, not us. Oh wait, we're going to the lake. So, Ilka did their best with what they had access to. There's a reason that the community calls those remakes Bugged Diamond and Shipped Early Pearl. They didn't have a lot of time to work on the game. They originally were a support studio that was voluntold to actually make the actual game. It was a mess. It was a fucking mess. I am hoping though that if we ever get another mainline remake, big if at this point, I'm hoping that I'm hoping they learn their lesson, because you butcher Diamond and Pearl. You pissed off the Sinnoh fans. We're not the ones you need to be afraid of. if they butcher black and white... If they somehow butcher black and white... Or black and white 2... Game Freak will be raked across hot coals. There will be nothing in this known universe that will save them. That will save them. There will be nothing in this world that will save them. And rightfully so. Anyways, we gotta go up to the Pokemon lab, and then we go to the Pokemon lab, and then we get to go shopping, and we're going to buy Pokeballs. And the run truly begins once we get Pokeballs, because Pokeballs allow us to get more little friends. Pokeballs enable us to get little friends, and I also gotta come up with a nickname for our Piplup. Like, usually I'll name them after, a consistent theme, like, consistent theming. And right now, right now I'm thinking of, because this is a Nuzlocke, and because, we're basically running permadeath, and because we had the Nintendo Direct a little while ago, and, not only am I a Pokemon fan, but I'm also a Fire Emblem fan. In the Direct, the new Fire Emblem game was finally revealed. I think I'm going to go with the naming theme of naming all of our little friends after Fire Emblem characters. So, Piplup. Piplup, we can start with, well, he's blue. I think we'll call him Marth. Actually, no. Empoleon's a steel type. We're going to call him Doga. We're going to call him Doga. We're going to call him Doga. Because... So the first Armor Knight that you ever see or get in a Fire Emblem game. So in the first Fire Emblem game, the Armor Knight is named... His Japanese name is Doga. And the little naming quirk that he has is in every language, including Japanese. So, Japanese, English, French, Spanish, German. His name is an anagram of the word guard, because he's an Armor Knight. He's also my favorite Fire Emblem character, so I am biased. So, we are starting with Doga. We have Doga the Piplup. And we now have 2 encounters coming up. Technically 3 if I want to waste the Lake Verity encounter, but I want to wait on that. Actually, no. I don't want to wait on it. I don't want to wait on it, because Let me just check something real quick. Lake Verity. Yep, Fire Emblem naming scheme. We're gonna go with all the names from all the different games. Okay, so Lake Verity, what can I catch here? Depending on what I can catch here... Got it, so it's better for me to just take the... So, if I wanted to come back to Lake Verity, which I do have to come back to Lake Verity with Surf later on in the game, I could get Psyduck, I could get a confirmed Psyduck, or I could fish and get either Gyarados or Seeking. Not sure I want to do that. But if I go back to Lake Verity and get the grass encounter there, which will be either a Starly or a Bidoof, and then I take the Route 201 encounter, which Route 201 has... Route 201 has Starly, Bidoof, and Kricketot, but it's a really low chance of Kricketot. That'll basically guarantee me a Shinx on the route after this town. We are big braining this shit. We need to get the Holy Trinity of... Sinnoh teams. We're going to go get the bird, the beaver, and... Oh shit, TM. That is TM27, that is return. We are going to, we're gonna hold on to that. That's a surprise tool that'll help us later. Lion. Okay, so we're gonna go get the bird, the beaver, and the lion. Bird, the beaver, and the lion. Well, for the lion, I know I have to name him... I know what I have to name him. I already know what the lion's name is, because... I can't... There's a couple of things... There's a couple of Pokemon that I could... There's a couple of names I could give a quote-unquote lion, but... One of them, if I try to say his name, I will get flagged for profanity. And not less profanity and more slurs. But then again, I'm American, and I can probably say it without it, I can probably say it without the name triggering anything. It's people with accents that try to say it, like... I'm gonna name drop a Fire Emblem YouTuber. Well, two of them right now. If Mangs or Mecha tried to say it, because Mangs is Norwegian and we don't know what the hell Mecha is. If they tried to say the Lion King's name, YouTube would pick it up as thinking that you were saying a slur, a racial slur. We're gonna hop off of that topic now because we're gonna go buy Pokeballs. And we're not going to talk about the Lion King again. Alright, so we need 5 of these. 5 of these. 4 of these. And 3 of these. Yep. Yep. We're not, so we're just gonna call him Kane. Even though there's a couple of Kanes in Fire Emblem already, most notably being literally Kane from FE1. But we're gonna grab our first encounter. We're going to Lake Verity, we're going to grab the first one, and if it's a Bidoof, it's getting named after one of the if it's a Bidoof, it's gonna get named after one of the trainees. And if it's a bird, well, there's Donnie. Well, there's Donnie. You definitely called it. You definitely called it. So this is going to be Donald. He's going to be named for the trainee villager that you get in Fire Emblem Awakening. Donnie is the reason why they've nerfed trainee classes, because he was too broken. So Donald. And alright, and the next encounter is a guaranteed Starly. Now, the real question is, hi Bidoof. Now the real question is, which Pegasus Knight am I naming this Starly after? And why do I have a feeling that the Starly's gonna come out male and that we're probably gonna call him Har? Like, I have a couple of, there are a couple of notable male flyers that are, oh, that's what Har is. He's a okay, so for the longest time, Pegasus Knights promoted into Wyverns. Hi, Bidoof. So Pegasus Knights promoted into Wyvern Knights, and Wyvern Riders, which was a unisex class, promoted into Wyvern Lord. Because Pegasus Knights were gender locked to female up until, I think it's Fates. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Fates is when we got the first is when we got the first non-gender locked set of classes, and then they went and locked classes back to being gendered in 3 houses. Honestly, so I started with Awakening and I've played a lot of the older games. I have 100%ed Fates, and by 100%ed I mean, I played through all 3 routes and I unlocked the entire support barracks for all 3 games. And I own all of the DLC for those. And then... Alright, so male, okay, so male, okay, so male flyers. So if we want to go bird, we can go with the Lagoos from Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. Oh, 3 houses? Wait, are we asking to... Oh, we want to name him Claude. Okay. I got you. I hear what you are putting down. I hear what you are putting down. Alright, so we've got Claude, we've got Donald, and we have Doga. Honestly, if you have any names for them, go ahead and chime in. If not, I'm gonna end up pulling from my list of favorites, and if I do that, there will not be anything named after Radiant Dawn or Path of Radiance. If I have my way, there will be no Tellius representation. I do not like Path of Radiance or Radiant Dawn, which is sad because they're supposed to be really good. Okay, so Path of Radiance was good. I liked Path of Radiance. Actually, there's a lot of different dancers that we can name a Kricketot after. Oh shit, I forgot to go grab the map. I was going too far ahead. Some of the dancers are like... Yeah, no, we didn't get a male dancer, quote unquote dancer, until... We didn't get a male dancer till 3 houses. And even then that was optional. Everyone else has been female, and technically Nils isn't a dancer, he's a bard. Nils is a bard. Yeah, a bard would still fit, but there's an encounter that's even better for bard. Because Chatot is in this game and it sings. Oh my god, I just realized I can do unholy shit with Chatot. Okay, for those who don't know, Chatot in Gens 4 and 5 give you the ability. He has a move called Chatter, and you can record. You can record literally anything you want as his cry. Like, it'll go through a voice modulator thing, obviously, because they didn't want people doing slurs. People figured out how to do it anyways. But, the way that people would get the most damage out of... The way people would get the most damage out of Chatter, you just scream into the mic really, really loud. The louder the sound, the louder the sound, the higher the chance was for the confusion status. It was fucking funny. Like, I never made mine cuss, and I never made mine cuss, and I didn't scream into it. Mostly because I didn't realize that I could do that until much later on. Like, so my DS... My DS had a broken microphone. So I literally could not do that, and the broken microphone also, the broken microphone, I eventually fixed it, but back then the broken microphone also sucked because in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, there's the underground, and there's the different traps, and there are traps that you have to literally blow into the mic to get rid of, to disengage the trap. It was the fire/flame trap, it was the leaf trap, and the flower trap. And it sucked. Compromise. If it's male, we'll do Raphael. If it's female, we're doing Hilda. I got you, homie. I got you. I'm pretty sure this is a... So, I'm pretty sure because it's like... It's almost 11 in the morning, it's not deemed morning anymore. So I don't think we'll bump into... I don't think we'll bump into Cricketot. This should be a guaranteed Shinx. Now we just have to hope that the Shinx, Now we just have to hope that the Shinx has Intimidate. Hi, Bidoof. This is just gonna be a constant. It's just gonna be hi. It's gonna be hi, Bidoof. So my powerhouses, we're gonna swap out. So my quote-unquote powerhouses, my Petra came out an absolute freaking beast. And then I babied the hell out of Linhardt my first run because I thought I babied the hell out of Linhardt And then I discovered Lysithea. Probably, like, I haven't finished it, mostly because I got really discouraged because, I ended up... One second. We're just gonna... Alright, job interview Zoom at 1:30 tomorrow. Sorry about that, guys. I completely lost the train of thought. Axel, can you specify who you meant when you said, she was better after time skip? I'm so sorry, dude. Oh, I said the... Yeah... So... Yeah, I babied her... I babied her because I realized, ooh, dark magic. And I was kind of spoiled. Before I played. because there's my Shanks. Your name is still going to be Roy, even though you're a girl. Actually, wait a minute. Lions, girl. You're blue and you're a lion. Lions are cats. Do we get the Tellius representation out of the way? Do we get the Tellius representation out of the way and just name her after one of the cats, after one of the Lagoos? Or do we still call her Roy? But my Lysithea was... My Lysithea was babied. My Lysithea was babied because I was told that... So this one's gonna be named Liar. She's, named for one of the cat Lagoos. Specifically, Path of Radiance. I was informed prior to me playing the game that Lysithea was good, and that she got a very strong attack. I was not told what the attack was, but I would know what it was when I saw it. And then I saw the Death Knight. My friend told me to invest in Lysithea to whack the Death Knight. And I whacked the Death Knight. So she got babied because of that, and then I think the only character in Three Houses that I actively hated, I did not like Lauren's. I did not like Lauren's. And Felix was kind of a dick. But at least for Felix, we kind of understand why he was a dick. We kind of understand why Felix was a dick, but sorry, I'm just leveling my guys up to level 7 real quick. I did not like Lauren's. And people can hate me if they want. I do like the Black Eagles. Edelgard had a point. She had a point. I just did not like the way she went about it. She had a point. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough Byleth to go around, so if you went with... If you ended up going with the Black Eagles, it ended up inadvertently hurting... It ended up hurting Dimitri. But if you went with the Blue Lions, it ended up hurting the Black Eagles. And I will never get over the fact that Claude and his merry band of stoners went and fought God. Like, not the group of people who probably should have fought Nemesis and should have fought the Agarthans. Because, if we're being real, Edelgard and her merry band of fruit salad should have gone and fought the Agarthans and should have squared off with Nemesis. Because the whole thing with the crests and the I don't know what Claude would have done if they I don't know what Claude would have done had they had Edelgard and her group go mess with the Agarthans, but it would have made more sense from a story standpoint to do that. Hey, there's just a lot of writing and creative choices that don't make a lot of sense in Three Houses, but I still like Three Houses, don't get me wrong, I still like Three Houses. My reaction to Fortune's Weave was... Well, so... I was watching the direct and I was basically getting fed up towards the end, because it's like... There's not gonna be anything here. It's this direct could have been an email. Everything that was in the direct was basically ports or remasters. And then to say that a shiver went down my spine when I saw it is an understatement. I saw the trailer was playing, I was basically speechless. Shiver ran down my spine. I'm hoping it looks like it looks like we're going back to, obviously we're going back to Fodland. It looks like it's a prequel to Three Houses. It looks like it's a prequel to Three Houses. And I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. I was not... Oh, we're talking about the elephant in the room? There is currently a picture in my Discord. Alright. I ended up putting it in the game news. Like, I put the trailer in there, and then underneath it I literally have at 1 minute and 52 seconds the frame where I literally have the frame where you see the gun. They gave a Fire Emblem character a gun, and it's not like an old-timey gun. It's not like it's a musket or a little cannon or a little hand cannon. They gave that bitch an Uzi. They gave that bitch an Uzi. Of the characters that got shown off, there's the one character that kind of looks like, that kind of gives me, Flavia vibes. There's the other guy that, let's not beat around the bush. Let's not beat around the bush. He looks like... He looks like Alucard. He looks like Alucard, and then I'm assuming the little blue-haired guy, I think his name was Kai, I think was what they said it was. I get... So I think they borrowed Cyril's model when they made him. Like, they borrowed... I think they... Not his model, but, like, I think they're using some art that was, originally scrapped for Cyril, because Kai looks like a complete... Kai looks like a copy of Cyril. He looks like a white copy of Cyril. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. He just doesn't look like he belongs. He just looks out of place. He doesn't look like he belongs. If that makes sense. His design just looks so out of place, and then the female character that was shown off next to him, she also just looks so out of place. I will say, getting to see adult Sothis, I'm really glad that okay, so this is gonna sound really weird coming from me because I'm that person that would simp and bottom for Emma Frost any day of the week. I'm really glad that they gave Sothis more clothes. Because I'm used to the adult Manicheets. I'm used to the adult Manicheets just being dressed like. Like when we got adult Tiki, they basically made her entire design focus on the fact that they gave her absolute massive knockers. Was not a fan. I mean, I like Tiki, but I was not a fan of what they did with her. I am really glad that they gave adult Sothis more clothes. But what do you think? What do you think of it, Axel? Yep, yep. The Dietrich Alucard meme. Oh my god, dude! It's literally it's uncanny. Like it's uncanny. The like the resemblance is uncanny. Like it's that picture. It's that corporate needs you to tell the difference between the two pictures, and it's like they're the same picture. Also, I'm calling it right now. If it's a prequel to Three Houses, if it's a prequel to Three Houses, that is Mercedes and Euritza's ancestor, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Because he looks so much like Euritza. We already know he has the crest. Was that shown off in was that shown off in the trailer that he has the crest? Okay. Got it. Oh, so begs the question at this point, because the new game looks like it takes a lot of Roman aesthetic inspiration. So obviously we know we're gonna be in Fodland. We're probably, if I had to take a guess, we're probably in Fodland before Fodland was Fodland, if that makes any sense. Or at least we're in the land that would eventually become Fodland. Or we could be in future Fodland, but that would make no sense for us to be in future Fodland. We can't be in future Fodland, and this is just from a... So the battle footage that was shown off of the battle footage that was shown off of Kai fighting the he was fighting something that was somebody that was in a chariot. Chariots were used a long time ago because horses hadn't evolved to the point where they were strong enough to actually carry people. So it's got to be in the past purely because of the evolutionary thing of the evolutionary part of horses. Wait, islands and Claudeland? You think it's you think it's Elmira? You think it's Elmira? I mean, it would make sense, but it would make sense if it were Elmira. Point is, at least we finally got something, because perfectly honest with you, Engage did not do very well. Engage did not do very well, and I was worried that we weren't gonna see any Fire Emblem for a really long time after that, because like, I don't think people really liked the yeah, the story was kinda and the gameplay was pretty good though. It was closer to GBA Fire Emblem, which is good. The gameplay was good. The story was like I still haven't gotten around to actually finishing Engage, because I did not have the motivation. I did not like it. I didn't like the school stuff in Three Houses either, but that's for a completely different reason. It just felt like they were trying to do too much, and as a personal thing, the monastery sections of the game ran like ass. The monastery sections of the game ran like ass, so I tried to get through those as quickly as possible so I didn't have to deal with it. Like, if they ever go back to something that isn't like the monastery, but is still like a My Barracks thing, I want them to go back to what Fates had. Like, it had the My Castle, but it was like the little 2D the 2D sprites and stuff with the 3D. Like, it was completely optional. You didn't have to mess with it. If you didn't want to, you could immediately go from chapter to chapter, from map to map. Oh, I'm speed tied with that. And there's a crit. Good job, Donnie. Like, they're comparing Monastery to Persona is a bit disingenuous because Persona's actually good. The monastery is not. The monastery. I'm just hoping that the new Fire Emblem has. I'm hoping the new Fire Emblem has a halfway decent story. Has fun maps to play, and I know this is a very big pipe wish, but I really hope that they don't. I really hope that they don't bog it down so much with DLC, because one of my biggest complaints about the Direct was they showed off so many things where there was the release date for the actual game, and then there was the advertisement for the fucking day one DLC. I get that Nintendo wants their money. They're already getting enough fucking money. The games are fucking $80 now. The games are 80 fucking bucks. The Mega Evolution DLC releases in January. Okay. Then I think my issue at this point is why are we releasing trailers for the DLC before the game even comes out? Why are we releasing a trailer for a game that hasn't even come out yet? And as far as I know, the only demo consoles where people were able to try out Legend ZA were at Worlds in Anaheim, and they were on Switch 2 consoles. Nothing wrong with them being on Switch 2 consoles. But the game is supposed to be coming out as well on the Nintendo Switch, the regular Nintendo Switch. We haven't seen anything about how the game performs on the original Switch console. And because they won't tell us how it performs, I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned. I'm concerned the game won't be able to actually run. And I'm concerned that we're gonna have a repeat of I'm concerned that we're gonna have a repeat of Scarlet and Violet, where the game runs, but it's a glitchy, buggy mess unless you pay for the $500 console to make your buggy mess less buggy. I'm afraid they're not saying anything about... I'm afraid that they're keeping quiet about performance, about Switch performance, because they want people to buy more consoles. Yeah, I just realized that I'm gonna have to figure out how to get a Switch. I just realized I'm gonna have to figure out how to get a Switch too, because Fortune's Weave is only gonna be on the Switch too. And yeah, fastest selling console, because we can't run the games on anything else. Alright. Let's rip the band-aid off. Let's go. Time to rip the band-aid off, and... The two Abra trainers. Let's see if Rory messed with these. Right, they're only Abra trainers in Diamond and Pearl. Really? You think that'll work? I mean, it might if we try hard enough. I've heard some Nintendo Switch 2 I've heard some Nintendo Switch 2 games actually, like, the actual cartridges will run on... Like, the Switch 2 cartridges will run on Switch 1. Not a big fan of how they're doing the cartridge system either, because... Holy shit! Hi. We're... So, we are in... I just got to Jube Life because I've gone on quite a couple of tangents. I'm hoping to get through the first gym today. And I haven't noticed anything too different yet, like about the trainers. My brain's on Diamond and Pearl mode, so I thought that trainer had the... I thought that trainer was one of the Abra trainers. Okay, so regular trainers haven't been changed. Also, for those of you who don't know, that's the guy who made the... That's the guy who made the balance patch. That's the guy who made the balance patch. So the regular trainers haven't been changed. He has an X item. The regular trainers haven't been changed for gym leaders and... Can I have a hint as to whether the first rival battle as to whether the rival battle on the... I mean, it seems to be working fine so far. Like, I haven't had it crash or anything. I will say I did have trouble patching it, but that's because I was trying to patch it to a Platinum 1.0. I patched it to a Platinum 1.1, and everything was fine. Because my copy of Platinum, like my actual copy of Platinum, is I'm pretty sure mine's a revision 1, and that's where my dump originally came from. Let me see. I think it's a revision 1. Hang on. Yeah, that is a revision 1. That's not revision 1. That's a 1.0. It doesn't have a revision number on it. I had to hunt down a 1.1. But everything's going okay so far. No training accidents yet. I'm really hoping I didn't just jinx it. But once again, thank you for making the patch public. 'Cause let's be real, sometimes people want to play a hard mode, but not want to bash their head against a wall playing Drayano stuff. Like, there's nothing wrong with the Drayano ROM hacks, but I like this one. I like this. I like stuff that doesn't mess with the encounter tables that much. Like, I did not sign up to play Kaizo today. I did not sign up to play Kaizo. We are not going to be playing Kaizo. Alright, and we get to go get the Pokémon now. We get to go get the Pokémon, and then I think I have 2 or 3 more encounters. Welcome back, Pixie. Yeah, like, I like what you do when it comes to that stuff, because it's like, it's realistic. It's realistic. If Game Freak were actually good at what they did, they could do it. I don't have a lot of faith in Game Freak after, Game Freak after Kalos. I... The spoon rating system exists purely because of Kalos. I mean, sometimes we just have to do a little trolling, okay? Like, sometimes we just have to do a little bit of trolling. I mean, if it's in the Pokemon's potential learn set, so actually, Axel, Game Freak's not married to Pokemon. Game Freak's not married to Nintendo anymore. They're actually working on something. They're working on something with Microsoft that isn't Pokemon related. And from the renders, it looks beautiful. Which makes me even more pissed off with the fact that Game Freak and Nintendo can't get their shit together. That it upsets me that we can have that good a game over on Microsoft, over on Xbox and PC, but Game Freak and Nintendo can't get their shit together with the Pokemon franchise. Also, we got the Poketch. We got the Poketch now. Whee! Beep, 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 beep. So we got the status screen, and then we've got the steps counter. We have the calculator that basically goes unused because they took the math gym out. They took out the ability to use set mode. They took out set mode. And they made the experience share permanent. You cannot turn it off. Oh no, it's permanent. It's permanent in BDSP as well. Pretty sure it's also permanent in Sword and Shield. Noise, it angers the shit out of me because they took set mode out in they took set mode out in Gen 9. They took the optional EXP share out in Gen 8. Gen 8 was the last game to have a battle facility. Even though it was kind of a crappy battle facility. But the thought still counts. Alright, Route 204. What we gonna get? What are we gonna get? That is a dupe. That is a dupe. I think Pidoo's the only applicable encounter we can get on this route. I think he's the only applicable one that we can get on this route. And then if I can sneak my, well, and we're definitely getting Bidoo here. And then if I can sneak my way into the cave without accidentally setting off any of the trainers, I have a chance at either a Psyduck, a Zubat, or a Geodude, I think. if I can get into the Ravaged Path. It just feels like after Gen 7, Game Freak just stopped caring. It feels like Game Freak and Nintendo just stopped caring because they realized they can sell an incomplete product, or they can sell a game that's buggy as hell and people will still buy it. Like, little Timmy will still ask his mom for it. Pokemon, people who play competitive Pokemon will still buy the games. Like, I didn't get my copy of Sword and Shield until... Hi, buddy. I didn't get my copy of Sword and Shield until like a year and a half after launch. Because I just did not... I wasn't happy with it. I wasn't happy with what I saw. And shit, man, I didn't even buy my copy. My copy was a gift. I think I like wrote a case study or something for my mother, and she ended up buying it for me as a way of paying me. Well, I mean, we can... Okay, so... characters that are kind of noble and dancey. Ferdinand? Cause Roserade kinda looks really noble and stuff. Like, there's Ferdinand, there's... I'm not naming it Lawrence, but Lawrence would apply. Screw it, your name is... Alright, his name is going to be Ferdinand if it fits. And if I can spell. Ferdinand. But like, I want to like Pokemon. I want to like Pokemon. I want to have faith in what they do. I just can't anymore. Gonna be perfectly real with you. Like, I think the final straw for me is... Damn it! The final straw for me is the fact that the mobile games look better than... The mobile games look better than the mainline games. And the fact that when okay, so I was stupid. I gave Pokemon Company and Game Freak the benefit of the doubt. I bought the Scarlet and Violet DLC. The Kitakami part of the DLC ran perfectly fine. Ran completely fine, perfectly fine. So the DLC for Scarlet and Violet released in 2 halves. So the first story that took place, yeah, the Ogre DLC. Ogre DLC ran perfectly fine. Story was okay. It was a bit boring, but it was still okay. I downloaded, so the day that the day that the second half of the DLC came out, the Blueberry Academy, we downloaded it. I downloaded it, and the game, it had so many performance issues. Like, prior to the second DLC coming out, the second half of the DLC coming out, if you squinted hard enough, maybe you could have pretended you were playing... Maybe you could have pretended you were playing Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I had... The bugs didn't even start happening... The bugs started happening before I got into the terrarium. It happened in the hallway to the terrarium. I didn't even make it out of the fucking hallway before the game started having a literal stroke. And at that point it's... I have to just give up. I have to... They're not... Zubat. I'm going to quote something from the Fire Emblem community, specifically the Fae community, back in the launch year of that mobile game. I know more money for you. I now use the Reinhardt. I have no more money for you. I have no more money for you, Game Freak. I now use the ROM hacks. If I want my Pokémon fix... If I want my Pokémon fix, I'm either going to play the games that I already have, or I'm going to play a ROM hack. Because at least ROM hacks are quality controlled. Now I need a name for the bat. I wanna love... I wanna love Pokemon. I want my game to be good. It's just not gonna happen with us continuously letting them shit all over it. Wyvern... Okay, so I need a Wyvern... I need a Flyer... I need a Flyer... Okay, female Flyers, specifically Wyverns. Minerva... Minerva, Altena, Milady, Jill. Shersh. Scarlet. I'm not naming a bat after Camilla. Baruka. Minerva? Okay. The fact that I was able to count some of those off the top of my head, because I literally have the game opened on one tab, and I have OBS on I have the game open on one monitor, and I have the OBS open on the other monitor. I pulled those from memory. Alright, so we have a full team. We have a full team now. We've got Donald, Liar, Doga. We've got Donald, Liar, Doga, Claude, Ferdinand, and Minerva. Shut the fuck up. No, she's not. She can fly? You're joking. I didn't play Three Hopes because I'm not a big fan of the warrior type games. But you're telling me they put her on the back of a dragon. They put her on the back of a dragon. And there's Poison Point. That's cool. I had no idea they did that. I had no idea. Okay, her having an axe and being on a dragon, that makes sense. Because most of the time, not all of the time, but most of the time, Wyvern Riders and Wyvern Lords, their main weapon is either lances or axes. So her having axes and them sticking her on a dragon actually makes sense. Why do you guys keep getting poisoned? Alright, bro. Fight me. This is free. This is free XP because Magikarp doesn't get an attacking move until like level 15, I think. And then I probably should grab the... I should probably grab the old rod just so I have it. I'm not gonna take any water. I'm not gonna take any water encounters yet. Because real talk, I don't wanna use an Onyx. I mean, not the... I don't wanna use a Gyarados. Like, I'm okay with a Gyarados for, like, mid to late game, but, like, I don't want to train up a Magikarp right now. I really don't want to train up a Magikarp right now. But those were those encounters, and now we're going to the next route, which has a rival battle on it. Which has a rival battle on it, where we're gonna get to see what Rory did. Cause normally, Barry only has. Oh wait, I need to grab the. I was just talking about it and I forgot about it. I need to grab the fishing rod. Fishing rod, okay. We have fishing rod. We have fishing rod. We are doing up to the first gym today. And oh god. Well, that's gonna be a missed encounter right there. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. Okay, so Starly and his other Pokemon. So I don't think he did anything to this rival fight, I hope. I don't think he did anything. What's wrong, Jesper? What's wrong, Jesper? Hey. You okay? Was you dreaming? You having the twitchies? This looks like a perfectly normal Starly. This looks like a perfectly normal Starly. Johnny got a level, that's good. And Claude got a level, and so it's literally Abra. Oh, this is gonna suck. Well, that was Barry. The crit mattered. Yeah, but that would be a post-game encounter. that would be a post-game encounter. The Nuzlocke ends after Cynthia. So that would mean that we wouldn't take this encounter at all. Do I have anything that I can maybe use to make it go night-night? Nope. Well, we're just gonna chuck a ball at it and hope. We're just gonna chuck a ball at it and hope. Nope, save scumming is not allowed. That would be against the spirit of a Nuzlocke. That would be against the... Is Ralts on this route? Like, outside of Poke Radar? Hi, Jeppy. Hi, baby boy. Good boy. I know. Such a good kitty cat. Yeah, such a good kitty. Outside of Poke Radar, no. Well, then we'll just try our luck with the Abra. We'll just try our luck with the Abra and maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get lucky. At the very least, this is a good spot to train my Pokemon because... what encounter... What's the encounter with Surf? What's the encounter with Surf and why do I think it's a Psyduck line? Psyduck and Golduck. The sad part is I it might just be better to try and save the encounter. So it might be better just to try and save the encounter. But Psyduck and Golduck are an encounter elsewhere too. I don't know. I don't know what protocol is. Do we gamble with the Abra or yeah, Twitch Mobile does not really work great. Hi, Jeppy. Good boy. Such a good kitty. I know, such a... Oh. And you hit one of your talker buttons, but at least at least I wasn't tabbed into anything when you did it. I set up the keyboard button for him. Swarm is post-game. Swarm and Poke Radar are post-game. So we are gonna gamble for the Abra. I'm executive decision, we're gonna gamble for Abra. I know, big guy, I know. I know. Who's a happy kitty? Happy kitty. What's up, Papa? Dude, if the damn thing would like to show up. At this point, Abra... I just want to see an Abra. He won't show up. Good boy. Good kitty cat. Good boy. Such a good boy. I know. Such a good boy. Such a good boy. I know. Such a good baby. Come on, Abra. Okay, there's Abra. Next cave, 35 Psyduck, 15 Geodude. Okay. One, two, three. Yeah! That was lucky. That was very lucky. That was very lucky. Give me 1 second and I'll be right back, okay? Alrighty, sorry about that. So do we have any names for the Abra? Like, I feel like he should be named after a mage. I feel like he should be named after a mage, and... Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Set is always good. That actually fits because Set is absolutely freaking busted. And Jesper, what do you have? What are you doing? I like how he looks up at me and just walks over. He's like, I wasn't doing nothing. Yep, Genealogy of the Holy War. AKA FE4, AKA my favorite Fire Emblem, actually. At some point I need to stream that game too. At some point I need to stream Genealogy of the Holy War, but I'm holding off on it because there's been rumors about an FE4 remake for the longest time at this point. There's been rumors about it for the longest time, and I don't... At this point, I don't know if it's actually gonna happen or not. Everything doing good, Pixie? Hopefully they keep the dumbassery to a minimum. Alright, so next encounters up on the list are... Wait a minute, that's side X on the basement floor, isn't it? That's side X in the basement floor. I know that encounter. I think. Pretty sure. Fairly certain he's on the bottom floor, which would make him an after Rourke encounter. Or at least that's how he was in Diamond and Pearl. In Diamond and Pearl, because in Diamond and Pearl, you need Rock Smash to... They took him out! They took him out of the Orberd... They took him out of the gate? They took out the duck? Fuck. They took the duck out of... Damn it. They took the duck out of the gate. Well... Oh. I guess that's okay considering we can get static literally everywhere else. I'm just surprised I actually got the Abra. I'm honestly surprised I actually got the Abra. Like, I was expecting him to pop out and just run. North of Arbor is Geodude, Ponyta, or Machop. And my assumption is in the gate we're gonna be getting Geodude, which then makes it either Ponyta or it'll make it Machop. Yeah, you okay, buddy? Yeah, is it nap time? He's like, it's always nap time. It's always Jesper's nap time. Happy little kitty. Happy kitty buddy. We'll split that between... I mean, I've got two answers into Rourke, so Rourke shouldn't be that much of an issue. Like, I've got Doga and I've got Ferdinand, so we should be okay. Should be okay. I don't like that crit. I don't like that crit. I don't like the potential for a crit, especially with the 2 defense drops. There we go. Okay, so... pop that real quick. I am a little concerned by the fact that I've got 2 friendship evolutions. Like, obviously I don't necessarily have to worry about them fainting and losing friendship, but I have to worry about them not being very good for a hot bit. Like, Badoo is still pretty good even as a Badoo. I have a bad feeling. I just have a bad feeling. Cause you don't get the shiny stone until Iron Island. It's literally right at the end of Iron Island. Alright. That's defense curl, that's good. Wait a minute, he's got simple, doesn't he? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Donny boy, Donny boy, Donny boy, Donny boy. He gets extra stats, he really is Donald. It's perfect. That's his equivalent of aptitude. So if I defense curl, it should go up sharply. No? Defense rose. Okay, so that should be... One, two, three, so that should be 6 stages. No. Then what the hell does Simple do in Gen 4? I thought Simple raised, I thought Simple meant that he got double stat boosts. I thought Simple meant he got double stat boost. And there's Poison Point. I swear it's always frickin' Poison Point. I've literally fought like 3 Badoo, and every single time I've gotten poisoned. Every time I've gotten poisoned. Every time. And a bra. And Abra. So he's able to... So Donald is able to fight things on his own now. I just keep getting really unlucky with the poison status. And it's not like they're using Poison Sting or anything. They're literally using... It's literally the Poison Point. It's literally Poison Point. He's got Rivalry. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. He is a very bulky beaver. Very bulky beaver. I would like to know what level he gets a rollout at, because that could be dirty. There's a repel over there. I'm pretty sure that's a repel. Should be a repel. Should be a repel, I think. Because that's the repel I usually use to prevent the encounter in... So in Diamond and Pearl Nuzlocke, I pick up that repel, and I use it to get through Orber Gate. And then I hope and pray that in the Orber Mines that I get a Geodude there, so that I can Dupe's Claws, and then I can get down to the basement floor, and I can get that, the Psyduck, but I guess we are not getting Psyduck. We will not be getting Psyduck because he no longer lives there. Because he does not live there. We'll use Claude to take that out. We'll use Claude to take him out real quick. I just realized I have to be really careful with Claude because he is I'm pretty sure he's my only answer to Gardenia. Because I don't think I get access to a fire type for a hot bit. Unless I get Ponyta as my encounter north of Orber. That may blow. That kind of blows. Like, there's more chances for a fire type encounter, but it's slightly concerning that I might not get that fire type. And if I don't get that fire type, we have to protect the bird. We have to protect the bird. This may suck. This may suck a little bit. Alright. All that for an X defend that I can't even use because no items in battle. Oh shit, and you're a trainer. You're a trainer. With a Psyduck. With a Duck. I think Psyducks only have Scratch. They might have Water Gun, but I think they've only got Scratch. How much did that do? That did 6. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. Donny Boy it is. Donny Boy it is. Alright. Lyre got a level up. Lyre learned a move to charge electric moves, but no electric moves. Shinx's Gen 4 learn set will never cease to confuse me. We get the thing to boost the electric moves, but we don't get the electric move to use with it. And we are now out of potions, so good thing we're getting through to good thing we're getting through to Orber. Well, congratulations, Donald. You get to be the HM mule. It's what Bidoof does best. And most HM moves aren't awful. Most HMs aren't awful, so it'll probably be okay. That was a crit. That was yucky. That was yucky. Don't like that. Okay, we tolerate that slightly more. That was yucky though. I don't like the crits. There we go. And Shinx with Intimidate. And we will go... I guess Defense Curl? I just have to hope he doesn't get a crit. I just have to really hope he doesn't get a crit. Or Donald can get a crit. Good boy. We are beat the fuck up. I will be skipping this trainer. I will come back and fight her. I will come back and fight her after I've healed. We made it to Orbor. We made it to Orbor and nobody went splat. I just realized I didn't encounter a Pokemon while I was in there. I didn't bump into anything. I didn't bump into anything, I don't think. No, I didn't. I didn't bump into anything. Which means I can still go get that encounter. I can still go get that encounter. That's good, we can go get the encounter. And then... Alright, so... I need to go buy potions. I don't know how I'm gonna train the Zubat is the problem. How many balls do we have? We should be good on balls. Let me check on antidotes. We probably need 3 of those. I haven't had to use a paralyzed heal yet. Netball, heal ball, okay, I guess... I'm hoping that the game follows the general rule where they try to give female trainers female Pokemon and vice versa. Because I just realized that... Yep, it's female, okay. I just realized that Liar's gonna be really situational. Like, she's probably gonna be the first one to go on the... She's gonna be the first one to go. She's gonna be the first one to get benched when I get an opportunity. I mean, we're in Orbor, so it should only be like 20 more minutes. It should only be like 20 more minutes, because I'm gonna train up my Badoo, and I'm gonna train up Badoo, and then I figured it wouldn't be too bad early on. Like, I need to train Badoo. Well, there went Liar. There went Liar. Can't even be mad at that one. Shit. Shit. Well, that's the first death. She literally made it to Orbor and then died. right after I got done saying that she was gonna be super situational and she was probably going on the bench. Well, we get to name the death box now. We get to name the death box. I ain't even mad. I can't even be mad. Alright, game, just give me my encounter so I can be on my way. Oh, shit! Hey, Axel? We found it. The duck lives here. I mean, I'll trade a Psyduck for. I'll trade a Shinx for a Psyduck. I mean, that's another water type. One game. Come on. Come on. Come on, in the ball. In the ball, come on. Come on, buddy. Come on, Psyduck, in the ball. In the ball, Psyduck. Come on. Alright. Okay, so I gotta come up with a name for... so favorite shiny? Probably... My favorite shiny is, like, coloration-wise? Probably Hawlucha? I like Hawlucha, and then I'm also partial to Spheal. Yep, the Spheal line is purple. I like the Spheal line. I like the Spheal line. Trying to think what other shiny Pokemon I actually like. Hang on, that'll probably be an easy way to... Let me check my Pokemon home real quick and I'll be able to probably figure that out. Because I've got a fair amount of them in there. Decent selection of shinies, because I used to shiny hunt. Like, I know for a fact that I really like shiny Rabombi. What's wrong, Bubba? You're okay. You're okay. What's wrong, babe? You're okay. I'll get you a snack when we're done. I'll get you a snack when we're done. You're okay. Pokemon. All Pokemon. Search. Where is the search feature? Where is the search feature? Search. Detail. Shiny. Shiny Palisand. I like Shiny Palisand. Good boy. Good kitty. Okay, so I'm gonna call you Dart. I'm gonna call you Dart because you're a water type, and because Dart is a pirate / berserker and can walk on water. Or wait, no, Daros. You'll be Daros. You will be Daros because Daros became Sail. Daros became Sail. So looking at my Pokemon home, probably I like the shiny Beldum line, and I like the shiny Beldum line. I like shiny Floatzel. I like shiny Meowstic. Like, I'd love to have both. And then probably my favorite shiny of, like, the recent Pokemon that have come out, like, in the past couple gens, I really like shiny Palisand. Shiny Palisand looks really cool. Shiny Palisand looks really cool. Cause he's Shiny Palisand has black sand, kind of like the beaches of, like the volcanic beaches. Well, fuck. I'm also going to change the wallpaper. Well, fuck. Still the longest a Shinx has ever survived in any of my Nuzlocks. At least she made it to Arbor. At least she made it. At least she made it. Fucking funny. Jesus Christ. Well, time to go either get my Machop or my Horsey. One of the two. Machop's already named. If I bump into him, it's either gonna be Raphael or Hilda. If I bump into the horse, if I bump into the horse, it's either gonna be Camus or it's gonna be Titania. Camus it is. There's my fire type. Camus it is. There's my fire type. We now have the Fire Water Grass Core. We now have the Fire Water Grass Core. Assuming I catch it, though. I'm hoping I catch it. I'm not gonna catch it, am I? This is gonna be a failed. This is gonna be a failed encounter because I can't catch it. Please, please get in the ball. One. Nope. Okay, so no encounter. No encounter because I did not have enough ball. That's my fault. I should have bought more balls. That one's my fault. I should have bought more balls. I need to go get some. God damn it. And to add insult to injury. Gotta add insult to injury right there. And there's Machop. This is fucking great. Alright, so Rourke's gym levels. Let's see. Rourke's Pokémon are... Rourke's Pokémon are level 14. Level 14. Okay, so that's how high we gotta grind. That's how high we gotta grind. Shouldn't be that difficult. I mean, we're gonna be grinding on rock types. Gonna be grinding on rock types, so... For the time being, I'm just gonna bench the others. Mostly because I don't want anything bad to happen to them. I don't want anything bad to happen to them. We will name this the barracks. And it fits. There's the barracks. Shit, I need it in there. Alright. Donald. Claude. Daros. Minerva's coming with because she's a friendship evolution and needs friendship. See if there's anything I can sell to be able to pick up the encounter. Sell these. Alright, that'll buy me 6 balls. Okay. That'll buy me 6 balls. Time to go get... Time to go get the encounter and grind my boys up real quick. Dire Hit, I could sell that too for money. Yellow Shard. Super Potion. Alright. Encounter time. What do we got? Probably Geodude. Nope, you're a dupe. That is a dupe. That's Dupe's Claws right there. Might as well knock it out though for the speed EVs. Might as well knock it out for the speed EVs. Hey buddy, good boy. Good kitty. Good kitty. Another Pokeball, okay. Real question, what am I gonna name it? It's another Zubat. Hi, Jesper. Good boy. So no items in battle. No items in battle. First Pokemon on every route. Dupe's Claws. I'm following vanilla level caps for the gym leaders. And if we party wipe, we party wipe. Game over. I think that's it. Good kid. I know, you can have a treat when I'm done. My finger is not a treat. My finger is not a treat, buddy. My finger's not a treat. Alright, there's Geodude. There's my encounter. And I do all the training, I do all leveling by hand, mostly because I'm too afraid to try and hack items in, because I'm too afraid I'll break something. That it builds character. If I don't do training, we don't have we don't have world building. I mean, accidents. We don't. If I hack in rare candies, we don't have training accidents. So some of them got buffed by like 2 levels, and then the rest, some of them were left alone because they were high. Did you question. Did you change anything about Wake and Maylene's levels? Because those are already pretty tight, because both of them are like level 30. Because you can do them in either order. Well, I guess we'll call you, we can call you Oswin. Because you're tanky like an armor knight. So Crasher, Wake, and Maylene, in vanilla they're both about the same level. They're like either level 28 or they're level 30. Did you raise their levels, or did you leave them the same? Because Pastoria and Veilstone are technically able to be done in either order. It's the one bit of non-linearity in this game. Time to train the Pokémons. Oh. Right, I'm getting Diamond and Pearl levels mixed up with Platinum again. My bad, my bad. My bad. I keep forgetting that in Platinum, Fantina's the... I keep forgetting that in Platinum, Fantina's the third instead of it being technically Maylene, and then, technically Maylene is supposed to be third, and then, Wake, but in Diamond and Pearl, Maylene and Wake have the same level cap. It's stupid. I don't understand why. Gotcha. I appreciate it being more linear, because that helps me with the that helps me with the level caps, because I used to have to do where I'd level up 3 to be like the A team just for Maylene, and then the other three would have to somehow have fun, watch your fingers, be careful. Be careful, please. Alright, so that's more EXP for Doga. Once I get Doga up to the level cap, then I shouldn't really have to worry that much about leveling Ferdinand, but I will still level up Ferdinand. I will still level up Ferdinand, because it would probably be best if I went in with 2. So it's level 14 is where I need to be. I'm not gonna be edging my Pokemon. that came out wrong. I didn't make up the term, okay? So, getting right to the cusp of level 15, but not being level 15, but so that you gain, but just enough so that when you knock out the first Pokemon, you get to the level above the level cap, because level caps apply before the battle starts. Literally, it's called edging. I don't like the fact that it's called that. Because some dirty fucking people made that word very, very dirty. But we will not be doing that. We are going to be getting to level 14 and immediately switching to my other Pokemon to train. Alright, so Doga should be... should be pretty easy to train Badoo. I mean, everything in here is going to be quad weak to grass. Everything in here is going to be quad weak to grass, I think. Zubat. Zubat, Zubat, Zubat. Run away from the Zubat. It's not worth my time to fight the Zubat. I just realized I don't know which fossil I'm getting. I know that which fossil I get in the underground counts for... is based on my trainer ID. I think it's... if it's odd, I get Cranidos. If it's even, I get, if it's odd, I get Cranidos, and then if it's even, I get, what is the word I'm looking for? I get Shieldon. Hi, Pixie. Hee hee. Alright, Ferdinand, please don't go No. We are not accidentally throwing that away, oh my god. Alright, we're gonna save, just because we did trainings, and then we're gonna start training the plant, and then after we train the plant, we're gonna go fight the first gym leader, and we're gonna hope nothing goes horribly, horribly wrong. We're going to hope nothing goes horribly, horribly wrong. Because I've already lost one Pokemon to an accident, and I missed out on the encounter above Orbor. Now is not the time to be train wrecking. Now is not the time for a train wreck. Why do I feel like that crit mattered? Okay, good, good. Is that a... nope, not a second level, but... I don't think we're gonna get Roselia before the gym, but a level 14 A level 14 Badoo is still a level 14 Badoo. It's still gonna hit like a truck. It's gonna hit like a truck. There you go, Ferdy. More juicy EXP for you. More juicy EXP for Ferdy. Juicy EXP for the boy. More juicy XP for the boy. The little dewy boy. Little planty boy. Little planty boy. Little planty. I like Badoo. I like the Roserade line. Like they're so freaking close to actually being able to knock him out in one hit. And blah blah. Good job. Dude, why are you licking my fingers? I'm not on the menu. Jeppy, I am not on the menu. Hang on. Hang on. I am not on the menu. Give me a moment. Give me a moment, Tubby. Come here. Come here. Hang on. I know what you want. I know what you want. Hang on. You're okay. Alright, down. Hang on, kitty cat break. Hang on. Give me a moment, I need to... Fudge, you got it on the floor. And it's on your nose. I know. I know. His Highness demanded a treat. I know. His Highness demanded a treat. I know. You good? All good? Are you good? Boy. Sorry. There you go. Good boy. There you go, bud. There you go. Leaky treat. There you go. There you go. boy. Good boy. Walk on. That should keep him happy for a little bit. You didn't miss much. Just thank you for the follow. You didn't miss much. I had to take a short break because His Highness down here His Highness started licking my hand, which probably meant that he wanted a treat, so I gave the kitty cat a treat. Didn't miss much. I'm just training up Ferdinand, and then after I get Ferdinand to level 14, we're gonna go fight Rourke. Then we're gonna go fight Rourke, and his name is Jesper with an E. The fuck? You spawned down here? Okay, you're still going for... He's still licking my hand, so that probably means... Hold on a second. What's wrong, Spear? You've got water. You've got water, you just had a treat. Got water, and you just had a treat. I don't know what your major malfunction is. Unless you're concerned by the fact that I've been sitting at my computer for 3 hours. Is that it? I swear, the boy is very... Jesper is very, It's his show and it's his house and we're living in it. Ferdinand learned Stun Spore, that's good, that's good. Still no evolution yet. Still no evolution yet, but... It shouldn't take that long, right? I know it's a friendship evolution, but... I know it's a friendship evolution, so it shouldn't take that long. And then I'm pretty sure we get the Soothe Bell in... We get the Soothe Bell in Eterna, so... If he's not evolved by Eterna, then... Then we have a problem. If he's not evolved by Eterna, then we've definitely got a problem. We also might have a problem if I start running out of PP. Because I forgot that I've only got so much PP on my moves. I've only got so much PP on my moves. Okay, no evolution. That's okay though. I put everyone else in the box because I wanted to go in with Rourke's got 3 Pokemon, so I'm gonna go in with he's probably not gonna evolve before the first gym, but even a sufficiently leveled up Bidoof is gonna be useful against rock types. I know Rourke has 3 Pokemon, so I'm gonna go in with my 2 because normally I try to match however many the gym leader has, but I don't feel like training Psyduck right now. Like, Psyduck is a Psyduck is a backup plan. Psyduck is in case of... Psyduck is in case something happens to... Daros is in case something bad happens to Doga. And I'm hoping that now that I've said it, it's not gonna happen. So we're gonna think happy, positive thoughts. We're gonna think positive thoughts. We're gonna think positive thoughts. No, I have not. That's probably where I'm headed. I'll take Ferdinand to 12, and then I'll fight the gym trainers with Ferdinand, and then I'll Dude, we don't talk about the Living Dex project. The Living Dex project is... I'm still looking for the motivation to play through Gen 6. I'm still looking for the motivation to finish Gen 6. I really don't have it. I really don't have the motivation for Gen 6 because I don't like X and Y, and then I literally have to play through Oris just to get Deoxys. Because that is the only Deoxys that can be transferred into... That is the only Deoxys that can be transferred into games, into the Switch games, without having one prior. Because it comes from an actual retail game. And I wouldn't... Gen 6 wouldn't be so meh if it didn't... Okay, Gen 6 just feels cold and sterile. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Gen 6 just feels cold and sterile. It always has. Oh, I thought you were talking about, like, the actual Living Dex project that I've been working on. Cause cause my actual Living Dex, I've got all of them up through, 493. I do need to go back and get a Deoxys that isn't from Go. And then I have most of Gen 5. I still need to finish Gen 5. We didn't get either of them. I ran out of Pokeballs, so we lost the encounter. We bumped into a Ponyta. It didn't want to stay in the ball. I was not amused. So Machop and Ponyta are still up on the table. We just didn't get one. We just didn't get one. But that's okay, let me do a quick Google search to check real quick where, Matchup DPP. Route 206, Route 207, Route 210. Where is Route 207? Route 2... Where is Route 207? Nope, that was Route 207. So we failed the We failed the Route 207 encounter, and the next possible... the next possible place where we can get Machop, potentially, is... The next possible place is the route underneath Cycling Road, or Mount Coronet. Mount Coronet or the underneath the Cycling Road. And then do we try to get Gibble? Do we try to get Gibble? Because I'm pretty sure we can get Gibble because... Oh, right. I'm not going to use Water Sport because why the hell would I ever have this thing in against a fire type? Gibble's inside the cave. I think he's technically part of the Wayward Cave encounters. Birdie and Doga. So we should still... Yeah, the hidden cave, so we should still be able to get Gibble. Wayward Cave. No, not Wayward Cave. Cycling Road. Let me check if that is Cycling Road. No, yes, that is Cycling Road. So, yeah, it's the hidden entrance to Wayward Cave. I just have to... We just have to get really lucky. We just have to get really lucky and hope that we don't get screwed by... Hope that we don't get screwed by Onyx or Bronzor. We just have to hope we don't get screwed by one of those. Or potentially I can wait. I can stall that encounter, like I can not go in there and then closer to the end of the game I can go get one. Route 208, the route leading up to Hearthome, I think. Alright, Ferdy. So we are going in. We are going in. So Minerva's just here so that because of friendship evolution, the footsteps help. She's here for moral support. Ferdinand and Doga are gonna be the ones doing the actual fighting. Actually, I think Doga needs the Quick Claw more. Doga needs the Quick Claw more. Sup, Rourke? Let's see. He shouldn't be that bad, right? Aww. Okay. Oh, you son of a bitch. Well, at least they're using the... At least... Hey, at least this is a way to playtest the patch. Okay. Mega Drain? At least the gym leaders are using their TMs. Okay, Onyx. You're vanilla. I know you're vanilla. You're also faster now. Onyx isn't normally that fast, is he? Did you give them EVs? 70? He is a lot faster than I thought he was. And everybody's favorite. Hi, Cranidos. Oh. Fucking Poison Point. Fucking Poison Point, man. Freaking Poison Point. Screwing my strategy. Oh my god, why do you do so much damage? Why do you do so much damage? Why do you do so much damage? Is Headbutt the only thing you have? Oh my god. Is Headbutt literally the only thing you've got, bro? My god. Oh no. Rock Smash? Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna wipe. Yeah, we're wiping. We are probably wiping. Yeah, we're wiping. Unless Doga... Nope! We just wiped. GG, we just wiped. We wiped because of Poison Point. Literally, Poison Point procced so I couldn't paralyze it. We wiped because we couldn't paralyze it? Well, I guess I know what next stream is going to be. We're going to be trying that again, and hopefully the... I should have taken Chimchar. I should have taken Chimchar, because at least Chimchar would have been fast enough. Well... GG, everybody. GG. I know, like, I'm pretty sure that Cranidos was untouched. Because he's always had Headbutt. He's always had Headbutt. I think the only Pokemon that was changed was... Bonsly was... Geodude got swapped out for Bonsly, and then Onyx got an extra level. Onyx got an extra level, and then Cranidos got an Oranberry. Like, that's vanilla Cranidos right there. That's the Cranidos experience. We're just gonna move that just so I can have it for the thing. We wiped. We wiped. Well, fuck. I guess I'll see everybody back the next time. Like, literally, like, as soon as Poison Point procced, I knew it was over. Because my opening move was, we need to slow this thing down. I was trying to go for stun spore. Like, it's funny because, hey, it ain't your fault, the RNG was just on one. Like, I think it's funny. I guess we'll be back for a second attempt at some point this week. I'll be back for a second attempt sometime this week if I can get past the Sonic brain rot, because Sonic Racing Crossworlds demo comes out on the 17th. It comes out on the 17th. It comes out in 2 days. Bye. You too. Thank you guys for being here. Laters.